So I'm going to be extremely honest to the point where I literally did not expect to wake up to the massive Marvel and MCU news that does suggest that the Russo brothers will be returning to Marvel to direct Avengers 5 and 6. Again, a ton of reports going out there right now. The big one saying that according to THR, the Russo brothers are reportedly in talks to direct both Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. The director duo previously helmed Marvel Studios' last two Avengers sequels before taking a break from comic book films. Now this is fucking crazy. I mean, this is really good news that I think every Marvel fan was kind of hoping we'd finally get. And honestly, I never thought the Russo brothers were genuinely going to come back. I always knew it was a hope, but after you have, I think, the pressure on you to do Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, and not only do it, but succeed to it, I didn't think they wanted to go back and relive that pressure, but also I didn't think they would think themselves they had the ability to top the previous two films that they're doing. Now, of course, some reports that I've just showed you guys, like that one, are saying that it is like they're in talks. There have been other reports that have straight up just said that the Russo brothers are directing Avengers 5 and 6 and that it basically has already been confirmed. And I mean, it's legit crazy that in the past like couple of months, Marvel really haven't taken any L's whatsoever, right? They have not taken any L's whatsoever for a bit now. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine is obviously coming out very, very shortly. It looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like the movie that is going to revive, I think, the MCU and bring it back to hopefully what it was in its past, being the biggest movie franchise in the whole entire earth, right? Not only is Deadpool and Wolverine coming out, which looks absolutely amazing, but they revealed the trailer for the new Captain America Brave New World movie, which also looks really good, and I think shocked a lot of people with how they knew that they needed to redo that film because of the bad test scores. So they went out and refilmed like 70% or something of the movie, and it looks really good in the trailer. And then, yeah, obviously, we've still got some stuff coming out, which sounds interesting, like Fantastic Four next year, Thunderbolts, which could be kind of cool, and obviously the lack of TV shows that we know Marvel are really taking a step back on. They are realizing that the TV shows, they can only make shows about important characters. The Agatha show, I think, will be the last show we see of a character that no one really gives a fuck about. Let's just hope now that we start to see maybe some important characters come to the TV, like Daredevil, which we know is happening. Again, this is great news by Marvel to hire the Russo brothers to do these two movies, if it is true, because I think this takes a lot of stress off the franchise for them, where they know they're getting directors in who are 90% likely not going to make a bad movie. They know already how to bring all of these Marvel characters together. They've already done it really 3 times, with Civil War included. Marvel now know they don't have to worry about these Avengers movies anymore. They've got their director. Again, they got to get the writer, but I'm sure the Russo brothers will probably be able to help out with that as well. The thing is now, it's really starting to look up, and I think the movie you now need to knock out the park, not only with Captain America, which I think it looks like they're actually doing, but Fantastic Four has to be a good movie, or it does take Marvel a step back. Again, it's one thing for Deadpool and Wolverine and obviously Captain America to be good movies. That's good, right? Yes, those are 2 steps you need to get right, and it looks like they have. But the third one you need to get right is Fantastic Four. We haven't had a good Fantastic Four in a million years. Some would argue we've never had a good Fantastic Four movie. And I don't know how true that is, but there are some people who just would argue that, right? Movies like Thunderbolts, they can probably get wrong, because Thunderbolts can just be a nice action movie that you can probably go see with your friends and family, whether or not it's kind of mid, right? No one's going to really care. It's going to do well just because it looks fun, whether it's good or not. there's a chance Fantastic Four can get well over $1 billion if the movie is good. If it's not, yeah, you're going to have a lot of problems. It's probably going to make half of what you expect, and it really dooms the future of these characters and the franchise. So you really can't have that movie be bad. But we know now that the next 2 directors' movies, I can go to sleep very happy knowing that they are in safe hands. Again, even though I think Sam Raimi's a terrific director, I really actually liked Multiverse of Madness, and that's saying a lot because I don't like much of the new MCU. Even though I do like that movie, I think Sam Raimi's best work is to do with the emotional side of superheroes, right? Spider-Man 1 and 2, terrific. Spider-Man 3, I really love. I actually think it's a very good Spider-Man movie. Some people don't like it. Again, Sam Raimi struggled with that. It had less emotion in it, this and that, right? There's not really technically a whole lot of room for a whole lot of emotion when it does come to certain characters in the MCU to do with Avengers, right? And that's a lot of people have the issue of Multiverse of Madness is the one thing he really gets to benefit from in his movies, he wasn't able to showcase that in that movie. He got to include some of his horror elements, which I thought were really cool, but some people said that weren't enough. So again, if he couldn't really handle Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, he might not be able to handle these Avengers movies, and he was like the real big other selection that I think a lot of people really wanted to do this film. So I think, again, the MCU, unfortunately for the DCU, because the DCU is looking like it's going to be really awesome as well, the MCU might be low-key coming back. I mean, I know, like, I haven't seen a lot of these recent MCU movies in cinemas just because I knew they were going to be bad. Eternals and stuff like that, they were obviously pretty crap to most people believing. But I am going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Damn right I'm going to go see that. I will be going to go see the new Captain America. I will be seeing the new Fantastic Four. I'm not exactly too sure if I'm going to see Thunderbolts just yet, but I mean, if there's nothing else on, who knows what the fuck I'll be doing by the time that movie comes out. Again, I'm very excited now that these Avengers movies look like they have a direction and they have their people now. And God, Marvel got really lucky that the Russo brothers, I think, decided to change their mind because they are proven and they will take a lot of stress off Marvel's heads to get some of these other movies right. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Are you guys excited to potentially see an Avengers 5 and 6? Do you guys think they're going to be good, or do you guys think they're not? Don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/long channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.